Quite a big midseason acquisition. The Titans made a whole lot of them. You could argue that he's their biggest one. Here we go. Billy White gets Jaquan Lightfoot won the opening tip. The Titans will go from right to left on your screens at home. These two teams met each in January once on each other's home court and then didn't face off again until March. Here at the Kitchen Memorial Auditorium in April. Ja'Kai Taylor gets the opening bucket. Grayson picks up his dribble, has a whole lot of room, and gets the first bucket of the night for get it to go. Strong defense from Taylor. Grayson wanted a foul, didn't get it. Haley, all too easy. First dime of the night for Ja'Kai Taylor, 4-2 London. Ross earlier today certainly puts a lot of weight on the shoulders of Billy White. Picks up his first foul on that play. A 1-for-2 trip from D. Barnes. Chris Jones responds, makes the floater. Double team, split through the defense, but lost the handle. Here's Jones. Hesitation, drives, gets it to go, and a foul. Chris Jones a chance. 6-game win streak. 1-for-2 trip from Jaquan Lightfoot, but Boyd chases down the offensive rebound. Barnes underneath to Lightfoot. That's a three-point play. Here's Adi. Downloaded, Devin Bachman. Bachman the turnaround and puts it in over D. Barnes. Nice move from Bachman and driving. Tough shot, no good. And Hollis the board. He's got a handful of them already. Hollis weaving his way through traffic and puts it in. Pretty bucket from Curtis Hollis. To a one-possession game. Here's Haley. Kick out to White. Wide open look. Gets Boyd in the air. Leaves Adi open, but cannot hit it. Haley, all-in-one motion. Gets it on the putback. Here's Rayson looking for that high screen from Boyd over to Hollis. Tries another three and finally puts one in. Curtis Hollis from Dance's man in the air. Tough step back shot, no good. Had to force that one. And now White's off and running in transition. White banging down low on Lee and one. What a bucket for. And now London a chance to push the lead to double figures. Boyce trying to play defense on Mason, but Mason gets the best of him and scores. Tough bucket for Manson. Grayson drawing a double team defensively, working it down low to Lee. Boyce picks it up, little floater, puts it in. Strong recognition from Ronnie. Rain. Titans have missed a whole heap load of high percentage looks in the paint. Here's White, step back three and puts it in. Billy White, an exclamation point. JJ, you look at the numbers and it's pretty easy to tell the tale of the tape. KW shoots 21% in that first quarter compared to 41% for the Lightning.
Not enough internal. KW's outside of theirs right now.
White picks up his dribble. Bachman down low, gets Boyce in the air and takes advantage. Here's Boyd now. Trying to back down Haley in the post. Kicks out to Boyce. That's a three and that's good. Ronnie Boyce puts one in. After a 1-for-12 start from downtown. Now he's trying to play defense on Bachman on the other end. Ja'Kai Taylor looking to respond and does. And the Sunday afternoon here at the auditorium, 2 o'clock tip-off. White working on Boyd and one. What a start to the game for KW. Williams lines one up, shot no good. Jones the rebound, goes up strong. The Titans can't get anything to drop, but Jones fortunate on the second bounce. Work from the Lightning, but Jones can't cash in. Here's Williams pushing in transition, rejected by Haley, but the ball comes right to Darian Jones. A couple of force brings the help defense and comes up with the steal. What a heads-up play from Hollis. Forces the turnover. Maltzby underneath. What a pass to Lightfoot and rocks the rim. Lightfoot rebound number 3 on the night. Lightfoot into the corner. Bruce gets his man in the air. Long two, cashes in. Rejected by Jones. Hollis has it back to Lightfoot and one. Defensive great offense. Blows by Bruce into the corner for White. 8 on the shot clock. Hollis working on him defensively. Bruce cannot lock him down and White capitalizes. Back up to 9. White, the first Lightning player in a double figures. Bruce into the corner, Barnes an open look, and puts it in. 42-35 in a defensive battle here in the series opener. Hollis kick out to Racing, catch and shoot three, bang! Braylon Racing this first half. KW has battled back. Jones gets the roll. Curtis Hollis gambled jumping in that pass. Probably could have had an easy two, but was looking for the big play to make it a 7-point lead. Now Barnes trying to cut it to one and does. Defensive attention, and the Titans get the stop. Grayson inside to Williams for the lead, and for the first time in the BSL final, the KW lead stays at 1, as Lightfoot is now 4 of 9 from the stripe tonight. Haley spins off Boyd and puts London back on top. JJ, they've got to be pretty pleased with the overall outcome.
Absolutely. They were down 17 with 9:50 left in the second to take a 1-point lead into the half. That's a positive note to end that.
To quarter number 3, here's Corey Boyd playing with 3 fouls, works his way into the paint, trying to avoid traveling, and he scores 2.
Out on this floor is giving it their all and is so emotionally invested. They just want to win.
Lightfoot driving on White and gets the best of him that time. Big bucket from Jaquan. Fueled affair. White gets his defender in the air. Ja'Kai Taylor triggers a 3 and connects.
The extra pass from White.
Now Braylon Racing got going in the second quarter, off to Hollis for 3 and puts it in. Curtis Hollis, his second ones in quarter number 3. Lightfoot now the ball carrier. Shovels off to Braylon Racing. See some daylight up top to Lightfoot and rattles the rim. On for KW right now. Boyd attacks, tries to swing it inside to Hollis. Lightfoot scoops up the loose basketball and lays it in. Checked by White. What a block from Billy White. White trying to take matters into his own hands. And they're going to... Racing out to Hollis. 5 on the shot clock. Working on Taylor. Takes a 3 and makes a 3. Curtis Hollis. Jones gets Hollis in the air. Kick out to White. Gets his man in the air. White works his way into the paint and scores. What a bucket from Billy White. So Mike Bruce into the game. Hollis on the bench with 4 personals. Bruce, that's a 3. Rattles it in. Mike Bruce from downtown in the... Braylon Racing directing traffic. Rolls off the screen from Lightfoot. Draws a lot of attention off to Bruce. Driving underneath, and Lightfoot wide open for 2.
Yeah, Bruce just...
Cliff Klinkskill certainly has a decision to make. Still 6 minutes to go in quarter number 3. Haley right at Lightfoot and scores.
Lightfoot wasn't ready on that inbound pass. He's trying to switch.
Bruce off to Barnes. Back to Bruce. He's had a strong second half. And gets it to go. And a foul. So now Lee is going to have to lock down Billy White. White down low to Haley, up and under for 2. Hangs on to it and dishes off to Bruce. 5 on the shot clock for Mike Bruce. Gets it inside to Lee. 2 on the shot clock. Lee has to let it go and scores. Just picked up his 3rd foul of the game. Going to work on Anthony Lee. White into the paint and capitalizes. Billy White so...
And his help to get set on defense.
Maltzby from the free throw line, no good. Lee's second opportunity puts it in. Strong. Now here's Chris Jones. Driving on Mike Bruce. Off the window, gets it to go. Tough shot from Jones. Puts it in. Got the lead down to 1 possession. Titans looking for an answer. Marquis Maltzby over to Boyce. That's a 3 and puts it in. Ronnie Boyce, his 2nd long ball of the night. Jones gets through to defense and scores again. Chris Jones taking over. Swain the rebound. London now with a chance to pull within 1 or tie on this possession. Jones blows by Boyd, and it's a 1-point game.
Well, he was the catalyst.
McSwain kicks it out to Mason. That's a three, and the Lightning are back in front. Great extra. Garth, that's a three, and an air ball miss. Rayson trying to push the tempo, pulls up, three, good! Braylon Rayson from, and we're all tied at 85. Now Jones trying to lock down Braylon Rayson. Rayson up to Lightfoot, Sky's in for two. Have to come off the floor for the Titans. Corey Boyd is in a lot of pain. Lightfoot gets the pass down low, scores and one. Wins the tip. Lightfoot the first one there, and the Titans win the 50-50 ball. They're only going to have 10 seconds to work with. Rayson from the corner puts it in. Braylon three won't go. Looking to bring the house down, but the offensive rebound and the KW offense can reset. Hollis cashes in from deep. 11 for KW. They've trailed by as many as 17. McSwain out to Bachman. That's a three, and that's good. Right out of the timeout. Big three from Rayson, rolling off the screen from Lightfoot. Hollis, three. Shot no good. Lightfoot the rebound. McSwain lost it for a second, and Lightfoot puts it back. Haley kick out. McSwain corner three, and puts it in. Back to back. He's got the matchup he wants. Staring Billy White in the face with 10 on the shot clock, shoots over him and drains it. Cannot cash in on the three. Haley the rebound, and now the Lightning have numbers the other way. Haley slashing, counted and one.
Every time the
Grayson gonna kill some clock. His pass deflected and turned over. McSwain in all alone, and he goes up and over Anthony Lee for the massive 13 points tonight. He's struggled from the field, picks up his dribble, off to McSwain, has a wide open look, but cannot. Oh, Haley tipped it in. That'll be two, and rebound number 15. Hollis going right at Adams, won't go, tips in his own rebound. From taking care of business in game number one. Hollis maybe looking for an encore, off to Rayson. Why not?
Hollis saw him out of the corner of his eye, just fading into the corner, knowing Chris Jones wasn't keeping an eye on him.
Bombs away from Haley, no good. Mason will clean up the two to push London to triple digits. Hollis gets it across the timeline, and Dexter with two. The Titans just pouring it on here late. That lead is up to 15. Mason buries a three that puts him at 18 points on the night. Barnes will dribble it out, get across center court. The Lightning are not going to foul. Down 17 points in the first half. KW comes back to win their first ever finals game. And they are 2 wins away from the inaugural BSL championship.